All right, welcome back to Before You Vote. Continue our conversations with Maricopa County Superintendent of Schools, and this time the Republican candidate, Shelli Boggs. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about the job. Let's start there. Explain what you think the most important parts of the job are and what qualifies you for that job.
Oh, there's lots of parts of this job that are very important. With my experience as a board member, appointing good candidates, or good people to these vacancies on the school boards are very, very, very important. It's what makes the difference in school boards.
When you look at support for teachers, retaining good teachers, does your office play a role in that, or do you think you could play a role in keeping good teachers?
Absolutely. I serve on the EVIT board. When I got on that board, I knew that we needed to have good professional development for teachers. And I think that teachers now are leaving because they don't have that support. They don't have professional development. They're lacking classroom management skills, and the administration is not backing and supporting them. And I can provide that sort of service to them.
Looking at where the office has been, what changes need to be made right away? First day in office, what changes need to come into that office that haven't been done or have been done wrong in the last few years?
Well, I don't want to say it's wrong. I would do things differently.
Okay.
I believe that the community has been left out of major decisions in different school districts. I believe that the current Maricopa County Superintendent has failed the community by not going to them and understanding the issues in the school districts before he appoints people to the vacancies. That will change. That will change. I already go to school board meetings. I'm not even in the position, and I attend them just for support for these moms that have worked so hard to get on these boards to bring change to the school districts.
When you look at the successes that you've experienced on the EVIT school board, and you know I'm such a big a proponent of the CTEDs and what you do at EVIT, how do you translate? What are some of those big accomplishments, and how do you take those experiences and how do you implement them, or what does it motivate you to do in this job, or is it just apples to oranges?
I think for this position, it's definitely a leadership position, and getting onto that EVIT board, I knew that there were issues that needed to be taken care of and handled right away. Building relationships with people who in the education arena and in our, I guess, political world is very helpful in making changes.
Would you say, let me ask you this, has it been more difficult for you to run against a colleague? Because most people know you and your opponent both sit on the same board together. Does it make it more difficult running against a colleague?
It shouldn't have, and it wasn't going to be, but she has made some decisions to do some character assassinations, which we have talked about early on during the primary. That was not going to happen, and she's gone against her word. So I haven't seen her since she's decided to go in that direction. And so, but the thing is for me, I don't do that. I can remain professional because our job at EVIT is to make sure the kids are first. She's made a decision to do something different, and it shows her character, and it's too bad. She doesn't have merit to run on, so she has to attack me. Because
that was the last question, was you both made a commitment publicly. You made a commitment to not go negative. Do you feel like you've kept your word in that, and do you feel like your opponent has?
I've absolutely kept my word, and it shows. You can go to any social media sites. And she has not. She's recycled old things that were said about me years ago that I debunked. Like, that's been done and over with, and she keeps bringing it back, and she knows we had a very, very thorough conversation about it. She knows it's not true, and she continues to say it. And it's been very disappointing, and now we have to sit on a school board together. I haven't seen her since she made those decisions, and I don't know how friendly I'm going to be.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Listen, I want to thank you for doing this. I know it's a busy season for you in the campaign season. I wish you the best, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, candidate for school board and the Republican side of things, being informed voter. We'll be right back.